Julius Malema has once again sparked national conversation, this time raising deep concerns over South Africa's financial health and the unusual situation surrounding the country's budget. As the leader of the economic freedom fighters, Malema has put a spotlight on an issue that many citizens may not have fully understood but that affects every South African directly. His message is clear and alarming. South Africa is currently operating without a newly approved national budget for the current financial year. Instead, government departments across the country are running on what remains of last year's budget, with severe limitations. This revelation not only highlights the administrative delays within Parliament but also raises fears about the sustainability of critical public services in the near future. In this video, we are going to carefully unpack exactly what Malema has said, the laws that govern this situation, what it means for you guys as ordinary citizens, and what could happen next if no solution is found quickly. To truly grasp the gravity of the situation, it's important to take a step back and understand how the national budget process usually works in South Africa. Every year, before the start of the new financial year, the Minister of Finance tables the national budget in Parliament. This process involves presenting the Budget Appropriation Bill, which authorizes government spending across various departments. Once Parliament debates and approves the bill, funds are officially allocated and government operations can continue smoothly. However, Section 29 of the Public Finance Management Act provides an emergency measure in case Parliament does not approve a new budget in time. This provision allows government departments to continue spending but caps expenditure at 45% of the previous year's budget. Once this limit is reached, spending halts until a new budget is approved. This safeguard is meant to prevent uncontrolled spending and protect public finances, but it also carries significant risks if the deadlock continues for too long. Julius Malema has warned that South Africa is fast approaching that 45% spending threshold. He has explained that once this point is reached, the National Treasury's Fiscal system, which handles the payment of public servants' salaries and other expenditures, will automatically lock, effectively freezing all further spending. This means salaries could go unpaid, service delivery could grind to a halt, and key programs in sectors like health, education, and social development could face disruption. Malema has stressed that this situation is not just about numbers on paper, it has real-life consequences for millions of South Africans who depend on government services and social support every day. His public warning reflects frustration that Parliament has yet to finalize and approve the Budget Appropriation Bill for the 2024-2025 financial year, which should have been completed before the start of April. Instead, political delays and possible disagreements within Parliament have stalled the process, leaving the country exposed to growing uncertainty. Financial experts and analysts have echoed Malema's concerns. Many have pointed out that the absence of an approved budget creates uncertainty for provincial governments, municipalities, and state-owned entities, all of which rely on budgeted funds to operate efficiently. Without clarity on available funding, these institutions face difficulty planning and executing their programs, which could slow down essential services such as healthcare delivery, education support, housing projects, and infrastructure maintenance. Additionally, public servants, from nurses and teachers to police officers and administrative staff, could face delays in salary payments if the spending lock is triggered. The possible ripple effects could be devastating for households, small businesses, and even the broader economy, especially considering that public sector wages form a significant portion of consumer spending in South Africa. The political implications of this budget crisis cannot be ignored either. Malema's decision to speak out has once again positioned him as a vocal critic of both the ANC-led government and the current state of national governance. By raising the alarm publicly, he is putting pressure on Parliament, the Treasury, and other stakeholders to act swiftly and responsibly. His comments could also sway public opinion as South Africans grow more frustrated with what they see as government inefficiency and dysfunction. For opposition parties like the EFF, this moment offers a chance to highlight the failures of the ruling party and gain political leverage ahead of the next elections. However, there is also a risk that public trust in all political institutions could erode further if no resolution is reached quickly. Looking ahead, it is clear that Parliament faces urgent pressure to approve the new budget. Failure to do so could deepen political instability, weaken public confidence, and strain economic activity. While Malema's warnings may seem dramatic, the reality is that time is running out to avoid a financial crisis that could affect both government operations and everyday life. If Parliament acts decisively in the coming weeks, the 45% threshold might not be breached, and government services could continue uninterrupted. But if political disagreements persist or procedural delays continue, the consequences could be serious and far-reaching. The longer the uncertainty drags on, the harder it will be for departments to plan, for public servants to work confidently, and for citizens to rely on basic services. The coming weeks will reveal whether South Africa's political leaders can rise to the occasion and put the country's needs ahead of internal disputes. Malema's intervention has added urgency to the matter, and it remains to be seen whether Parliament will respond with the speed and efficiency that the situation demands. This moment serves as a reminder of how crucial proper governance and fiscal responsibility are for the functioning of society, and how quickly things can unravel when political processes stall. We would love to hear your thoughts for you guys. Do you think Parliament will resolve the budget impasse in time, or are we heading for a bigger crisis? What do you think about Julius Malema's warnings? Is he right to raise alarm, or is he exaggerating the risks? Drop your comments below and share your opinions with us. If you found this breakdown informative and want to stay updated on major political and economic developments in South Africa, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We're here to keep you informed and engaged. There is also an important social dimension to consider as uncertainty over the national budget persists. Ordinary South Africans, especially those who are dependent on social grants, healthcare services, and public education, are most vulnerable to the consequences of a budget deadlock. Millions rely on timely disbursement of social grants such as child support, old age pensions, and disability benefits to survive each month. If the PERSAL system locks spending after the 45% cap is breached, these grants could face disruptions or delays, leading to immense hardship for families that are already struggling with unemployment and high living costs.